Well, good morning, Blue Troopers. Timmy's. So, thought I'd do another one of the Mustang Chronicles. We've got a convertible and kit models. What more do you need? So many of you guys who are up north have sent me pictures of being buried in snow. That last night I had a dream it snowed in Florida, which, by the way, has happened. And in my dream, the very first thing I did was take pictures to put on this channel. Today I got a few chores lined up for me out in Latarvis. So I got to get the race team manager put back together, and I need to file it down and putty it up a little better, make sure we get a smoother contact so that the parts will stay on better. They were on okay, but they weren't super secure fits. One of the reasons my wife had trouble with the way it was is because I had used enamels on the sweater, acrylics and everything else, and I'm sure I'd used an acrylic base, but she had found, of course, she has, that excellent fine artist eye. She had noticed that there were areas where the surface, she could feel the texture kind of globbed up a little bit. I didn't see it, but she pointed it out to me, and she just said, that's we need to start over. So once it gets hardened up and puttied, and then I'm going to, and cleaned again, and then, sanded, cleaned, glued, cleaned, puttied, sanded, cleaned, and then primed. Then it'll go back to her for a repaint. That's the plan for that. A few other little things I want to get cranking on, but ironically, I'm kind of stuck with a situation that we've talked about before. Maybe we'll talk about the live stream, and that is my late buddy who I got the car from was a model collector. He didn't build, but he did collect. And as you know, I made the stagecoach for him, and I just made the ship. Well, this brings up the issue of what are folks going to do with all those models? I'm going to hang on to the ship, and his family obviously has bigger things to deal with, but at some point I might give it to them if they want it. But I don't know, it was really something he wanted. In the meantime, I'll just keep it as sort of a reminder of him. But that kind of brings up the point about where some of us get to the point where we've got all these models we've built, we'll run out of places to put them. So we'll talk tonight about it. I'm thinking about, there's a military museum about 15, 20 miles down the road. I might, and I knew they had a lot of models on display, and at some point I might ask him, is this something they'd be interested in having as part of their collection? But we always all hate for all that beautiful work to end up in the waste bin because of something happens, and folks are like, well, we don't know what we want to do with them. And I'd rather give them to kids and have them play with them to destruction, where at least they get some kind of value out of it. But you ever notice most folks don't have any interest in a model they didn't build, because building it and, hey, look what I did, that's kind of half the fun. Or maybe that's all the fun. Well, there will be a live stream tonight. We'll talk about that and other things, and we'll talk about the X-Planes, and we'll talk about just all kinds of stuff like that, and whatever you guys want. I was watching the Tank Museum channel, and did another one of their 5 worst tanks, and they had an interesting thing. When they do their 5 best or 5 worst, they do it sometimes now, because those turn out to be so popular, they do them in categories. Some of them, like the 5 worst tanks at the battlefield, or the 5 worst tanks to do this or do that, get specific. And last time they did one on the 5 worst tank ideas that somebody should have said, no, this is a bad idea, stop. So we might talk about best and worst models, not only just in general, but for a certain idea, like the worst model for a kid, or the best model for a kid to start building with. That might be a good one. And you guys can shoot me some ideas, and we'll just chat and have a good evening. And I want you to take care of yourselves. Hope you guys are having a great day. And as always, model on.